Check me out. The Apple engineers went to the drawing board to build a better mask. Apple actually designed their very own mask for their employees in store to wear. They've actually got a couple different versions, but this is kind of the standard. This is what most employees will be wearing. It's what most employees of Apple will have. We've got some iPhone 12 later case news coming at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Willie Doo pulled it off, plus some viewers of the Lou Later show downstairs that got in touch with him, so shout out to them anonymously. This in front of me is the official Apple mask. This is the reusable face mask in medium large. For more information, please visit welcomeforward.apple.com. What was crazy to me is on the packaging, which is all very Apple-esque, as you can tell, we have what looks like a serial number, definitely an item number, and a lot number and production date. So just like everything else Apple, tremendously detailed stuff over here, and an unboxing experience that looks like it's kind of beyond what you would expect for a reusable face mask. Oh, even on the back, designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. You got to get that in there on every single Apple product. This has to be one of the most unusual Apple unboxing videos I've ever done. So we pop into it, and first thing we see is a little attachment, a little adapter actually to hold the mask on at the back of the head. You don't see this on your typical cheap mask. I actually have some of those here as well for comparison. This little piece, how does that come out of there? So there's two of these little guys, and this is gonna go on the back side of the mask to hold it on more securely than, I suppose, just using your ears, or do you even use your ears at all? This is the packaging for the mask. Now, each one of these boxes, which an employee would receive, would actually include what looks like 5 of these masks, and they are not one-time use. In fact, there's some rules around how frequently these would be used for an Apple employee. Each mask is capable of being worn 5 times for up to 8 hours each time. So it's supposed to be washed once every 8 hours. If you're a part-time Apple employee, you wouldn't have to wash it every single shift. If you were a full-time Apple employee, you would wash it after every single shift. 5 times would be the maximum for usage. So it is disposable. It's reusable and disposable. It's reusable to a point, and I guess that just makes sure that the quality is still there, that the functionality is still there without breaking down if you go ahead and wash it more than that. There's a little line here. I see, look. Of course, Apple packaging here. Apple claims, and I read this on the original report, that they believe this is a superior mask for daily wear compared to the cheapo kind of surgical mask. And it definitely, it looks cool, that's for sure. So it has what looks to be an option here. I believe I could just hook this around my ears, and then I could hook this piece at the back side. Let's see. This part folds up. This part folds down. Oh, wow. All right, let me try this out here. Then this is going to go around the ears, and I guess there's a pinch point here. Ooh. Okay. So, as you can tell, that's a different fit than what you get out of a typical surgical mask. It's much more structured, in fact. So I'm going to pull one of these out for comparison real quick. So you can see this is just a relatively flimsy sheet, whereas this one it has 3 pieces to it. There's the center piece here, and then there's a piece that reaches under my chin. Of course, the beard is not ideal, but it reaches under the chin, and then a separate piece which comes up and extends over the nose, and then you have this pinch point at the top here. It feels very secure. As far as breathing is concerned, I'd say it's fairly comparable to this, but I definitely feel more sealed off than a standard surgical mask. Now, of course, you can also take this piece here and hook it onto the back side of this loop. The strap is actually quite elastic. These ear pieces, unlike these, which are, they're elastic too, but sometimes you're a little concerned about the connection point here, that it could rip off. I've yanked at a few of these and then this pops off. This feels like it can deal with more tension if you really want to pull it tight. And that's sort of what I have there now. That's like, it's like wearing a hat or something. It feels, it's not going anywhere. It's on there. It certainly gives you a far more secure fit on the mask. So this is what every Apple employee is going to be wearing. It's what they're going to have. So yeah, I mean, it does seem like an improved mask. It's kind of cool to see a design team look at a product that's not typical for them. Obviously, Apple is more likely to be looking at phone designs and other gadgets and electronics that you may perceive as being more complex, but it is interesting to see Apple's take.
हाँ, तो मैं आपको रोक के बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये बस मैं आपको नॉलेज देने के लिए वीडियो बना रहा हूँ। आप प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करिए, आगे जाके मैं अपने में डालूँगा। अभी कोई दिक्कत चल रही है तो बस आप सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। अभी तो मैं बस आपकी नॉलेज के लिए डाल रहा हूँ, जैसे आई मास्क हो गया ये बस नॉलेज के लिए डाल रहा हूँ। मैं सोचे कि मैं और किसी की वीडियो बना रहा हूँ। प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कीजिए।